I think companies have a really long way to go to get where we need to get to. I think some companies are doing it better than others.
I've been very fortunate and very happy in my career progression to date for hospitality, because it is such a female-dominated industry. But when you look at the senior leadership roles, they are predominantly held by males. So I definitely think there is room to improve there, but I definitely know there's a lot of work as well being done to encourage women to move up and to fill those roles.
Organisations are shifting away from sort of outputs to outcome, and I think that shift is very important for women coming into leadership, because their lives are more likely to become disrupted as they get into their 30s, which is that point where people tend to sort of hit the accelerator into sort of senior leadership paths. So I think one of the key things, challenges is which is starting to be addressed now, is overcoming those obstacles and those paths, challenging the stereotypes around who can go into different leadership positions, showing that women can go into leadership positions not because they're women, they're there because they should be there.
I think the first responsibility, personally for me anyway, lies with me in terms of gaining that confidence and valuing myself for the skills that I have and not to underplay it. To sort of help me along in this journey, I do surround myself with successful men to help me mentor through these confidence issues that sometimes might come up in certain scenarios, and I found that really helpful in my career so far.
I think companies, it's their responsibility. They need to make sure that their recruitment set up, their policies, their procedures around recruitment are set up for equal chance. At the moment, I'm not convinced that that's the case. I think anyone recruiting for roles play a big role, whether it's females or males. The best person for the job should be getting the job.
Everyone has a role to play, not just men. I think of course, men probably at the moment do play a bigger role, because if you look at boards, senior leadership, and not all, but a majority of organisations, I'd say you'd define them as they're male, pale and stale. It's up to them to really, show that they don't want to be male, pale and stale anymore, and that, it is about, taking everyone together to make the best decisions, and women are a very key part of that.
I think there's a lot of awareness. International Women's Day this year was huge. It was bigger than any other year I've ever seen, in the media, and there was a lot of talks on it, and, a lot of awareness around studies that are being done about women going for jobs and how they feel. I think when women are aware, they're going to take more chances, and especially if they've got a lot of support.
I feel really positive about it. I think obviously being here doing my studies is really supporting my future growth and future opportunities. As I said, I think there's a lot of work that's been done in supporting women and women in business, and there's a lot happening on social media, there's a lot of events, there's a lot of industry bodies that are really encouraging women to either return to work or to start their own business or to further their knowledge. So I feel really positive about my future. There are lots of opportunities out there for me, which my mum and my grandma and other women potentially didn't have.